Hello, today I'm going to be touring my Halloween build. I did it especially for Halloween. It is the 25th today, and I thought I would get this out there so people have a chance to buy it. And I'm sure people will still buy it after Halloween because it is like an apocalypse theme. But, intended dates and all that. Actually got my outfit on for this particular build. There's a story behind it. Pretty much, this is a quarantined area where the virus started, and to try and stop the virus from spreading, they blocked it in, and this boy has survived somehow by staying away from people. He's kind of like immune, and in the story, you don't really find out like how he's immune or anything like that. But the story is about locating the bunker. Pretty much, it's like, oh, you've heard rumors. For some reason, now someone's blown the wall open and the lights turn back on. It's time to investigate. And going throughout this build, you'll see different little areas where maybe survivors survived inside the wall for a little while. You know, you'll see a SOS sign, you'll see different areas where survivors would have been. But yeah, so zombies have died out, kind of idea. It's been about maybe like 8 years, so the zombies have died of hunger. They've see, I don't know how to describe it without sounding too gruesome. They have deteriorated. The zombies have deteriorated, but there might be the occasional one that's been inside that is fine, And I don't mean fine, but obviously they've not deteriorated as much. But yeah, so there's loads of decals as you can see. Over there's like a missing. Let me just move that. So there's a missing people sign that would have been put up just after the virus broke out and the walls went up. But yeah, this is 8 years in the future. It has spread throughout the entire world, but now the area is open. You have come out of your attic and you've decided to look around to try and find the bunker, pretty much. So yeah, you got my best friend Shadow on my shoulder. Little bit of a bloody t-shirt could be a nosebleed, and I would normally tour it at night, but during the day you're going to see a lot more. But it is best viewed at night. It's a shame we can't set it tonight and just keep it as night. But yeah, I tried my best to cover up the oh god the mailbox with a post box, which is a bit odd. But it's a shame we can't just change it to something different, maybe because I can't actually access it now, but it does look better like that because it's a bit weird having a mailbox to a city. These are intended to be containment shipping containers, so there's always like an entrance way into the city, but it was still sealed up, and the explosions moved them over there, kind of thing. Destroyed that wall, destroyed part of the building, and there's another building you can just about see it in the distance. Another building has been hit with the explosion. So yes, let me have a little look round. Oh, 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 jump, jump, jump. This is a cafe. Part of the outside is sunken into the floor with the explosion. You have old food on the table, some money from the cash register. People are left behind because money has no worth anymore. The TV is obviously turned back on, and so they're like, oh, emergency broadcast. In there, you have like, a little public bathroom and the kitchen. I didn't colour the kitchen because it's there to be a symbol of what it's meant to be. It is the cafe kitchen where you would have made your sandwiches and your coffees and whatnot. But yeah, so that's another thing. I'd done put a few of these throughout. It was very hard to find lots of different ones, but I found this one, so it's spread about. It's symbolizing the date of when it happened, and it's like the 8-year anniversary kind of idea of everything that happened. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make this. There is alternative ways, and you can open the doors there from the back and come in, or you can go through the you can go through the broken window up there to the cafe. Above the shop, there is two apartments. This is will it open? There we go. This is it is blocked off because a lot of the rooms are made just for the aesthetic of the whole build. But there is furniture behind it that you can see from the outside, so you're welcome to obviously knock down the wall and actually turn it into another working apartment. But yes, here's the partly destroyed apartment. You've got coffee, so you can kind of survive. You don't have a shower, but you can drink coffee and sleep in the bed. And just, don't mind the guests in the bed. Going up to the roof, you have a telescope kind of thing. and an SOS sign. So the people that were locked inside wrote SOS to try to obviously save my soul. But yeah, that could be them there. You don't know. You don't know. It could have been them. Oh, I don't remember putting that. But yep. Let me pop downstairs and I'll go back over here because there's so much to show you. I have done it so there's a dip. The car is accessible. I don't know. I haven't tried all the cars, so some of them might get stuck. But most of the cars you can easily just drive in and out. You have an underground system there, which I will get to. But first things first, I will go down behind here. See, the reason this build is best showed at night is because the force field kind of thing, it blends in better at night. So it is intended for nighttime, but you can't have it too light because you see it at night. You can't have it too dark because you see it during the day. And then I've got loads and loads of ivy and overgrown plants. This is another kind of like destroyed apartment building. Where the walls obviously went down, they had to blow up the buildings to put the walls up pretty much because it was a contained zone. Partially furnished, all the way up you'll see little bits of furniture if you go around on the helicopter. Got some graffiti. You've got a half destroyed car park kind of thing, so it's not properly active. You might be able to squeeze a car in here, but you can just go up here and then you've got like where the spaces would have been kind of thing. And again, some more graffiti. Coming over here, you have the hotel. The hotel is not the main part of it, but it is a very big deal about this whole story idea. It is where the two clues are to find the bunker. The bunker's not particularly hidden, but it's in an area that maybe you wouldn't necessarily think. So the hotel does help you get to the bunker and find the bunker, and the whole story behind it is, oh look, there's a rumour about a bunker in the old town, and it's pretty much just finding it. So yeah, you have the street lights, which I did mess around with quite a bit, trying to find the right combination to make it look realistic. And here you have a fallen over one, fallen against the building. Lights have obviously gone out. And yeah, so I will check out hotel and then maybe we'll head over there so we don't miss anything. Coming inside, oh, these doors are so stressful. Coming inside, you have the reception room. You have, oh god, can I even show you the sign? Ah, the edit thing's on there. Okay, so the sign says penthouse suite. The little Polaroid says penthouse suite. That's a clue to go up to the penthouse. Here you have the hotel is our last holdout, and you can see the zombie eyes through the door, but the door's been blocked. They're locked in there, so they're not going to get you. Another October calendar and a little door to the parking garage. Not sure how you'd say it, but yeah. Second floor is just a hole because everything's fallen down, and you'll see why in a second. You can access it that from behind. It's like a whole load of corridors. Not all the floors are necessarily used. You can make them all useful if you want to use them all, but I've done like some key features for it. This is like the ballroom. Like maybe there was a dinner party going on when everything happened and broke out, and it's kind of like frozen in time. People have tried to push furniture against the doors, trying to keep everything out. But yeah, so you have in the event of a zombie. This is the zombie hints that I'm trying to say. Oh god, I won't. I don't even know. Can I do this without? Can I do this without having anything? Well, that was different. Okay, well, so this is pretty much there's all these hallways going up. They're not all active, as I said, and to block off the doors, there's decals over the doors, but I just think it does make it look a bit more realistic. Behind here is actually a burning apartment, and wait, no, this is above the burn. Down below, I believe there might be a burning apartment. I'm not sure. God, but yeah, so one of the burning apartments is actually accessible, bearing in mind it is on fire. But it's got like a bathroom and a coffee machine. But there is a hole in the side of the building that you can actually access it. So you never know. You might have survived in there, and then somehow maybe you left a candle running. Oh, that was odd. Okay, can I do this? And here's another floor. This is completely cautioned off. I'll just go straight to the top if I can. Here we go. This is the penthouse. For this penthouse, I did the vibes of, oh, look, there's survivors. Where are you going to go? The world's coming to an end. You know what? Let's go live like the rich. But it has been slightly destroyed by possible teenagers. You got some candles still burning. The fire is burning. I didn't really. It's a shame we can't turn it off, but it is burning. You've got a window here that is broken, and kind of like the piano's been pushed into it, which is why it's broken. So it's kind of hanging out. Got some grass from where the window's been open for so long, or broken for so long. So some grass has grown. You've got a hole there where some grass has got in from water and damp. Graffiti all over the artwork. Sadly, I didn't really want to do too many custom decals because it takes so long to do it and then you have to wait for it to process. So I've kind of tried to do it so it looks like there's a painting and someone's written over it, and it's the only decal I could really find, but I think it works. I think it works. Sorry, mum, you know? But yes, here is the other sign in the penthouse, the one that in the hallway downstairs tells you to, and that is a picture of the subway, which is down there. So it is kind of a hint to where the bunker is. It's not too detailed in the story, but it works. You've got your kitchen that's, clearly people have eaten here. People have lived here. You've got your lamp where people have not had that electric until now. Going upstairs, you have a little office where all the power's turned back on. Wardrobe with boxes, maybe stuff that people have looted, supplies. The bedroom and the bathroom with broken mirror. Yeah, so it is pretty basic. The penthouse isn't intended to live in, but I mean, you could always fix it up. You could always actually live in the penthouse, just fix it all up. The rain fits the aesthetic very well. But yeah, so you could always fix it up and actually live here. You have a jacuzzi, which I have tried to make look, like stale water. The rain's gone in the jacuzzi. It's been 8 years, so it's stale. I do need to colour that. This is reminding me I need to colour that. And then you can pretty much see everything. Like, it's not too detailed. It's enough to look like maybe someone lived in it, someone's taken it over, and the stuff's been moved in and out, kind of thing. You have a helipad on the roof with a little fire binny thing. Okay, so I know I know the lift's going to take too long, and I'm going to just say, don't try this at home, but I'm going to jump off the building. I'm going to jump out the window. Hopefully it doesn't do anything to me. But yeah, from here you can see the amount of detail I kind of put in with certain aspects. There is where the hole is actually caused in the hotel. It's a train that's come off the rails and crashed. Maybe during when everything was happening, when the outbreak happened, people were eating people, and the train just crashed. Or it could have even been a case of maybe the train was still being able to go through the building, like through the quarantine zone, and maybe a zombie somehow got on board and it crashed. But yeah, we will get there. I will go back over here and we'll go from there. Oh god. Do not try that at home. Okay, so here you have a car spawn, and you'll notice a lot of random bits closed due to coronavirus. I promise I do not believe there's going to be a zombie apocalypse. I just thought it did really fit in well, especially everything that's happened. And all these people with the crazy end of the world things going on, like the stories. But yeah, so stay home, stay healthy, stay connected. Over here, you have a... This was my first attempt at ever trying to make a car. So it isn't perfect, but I think it fits in well. You have graffiti all over it, the rusty wheels, and it's crashed into the shopping mall. And this probably would have happened between when the outbreak happened. Maybe they were running, and little hidden thing. There is a stack of gold inside. It's the only stack of gold you'll find in this entire build. But yeah, so it's designed to be like, oh look, there is money still in it. Oh, maybe that's why people blew the hole in the wall. You never know. You do have car spawns here and there. You have plenty of signs saying quarantine. This is a play park that's all overgrown now. And, like, it just looks abandoned. I just think it fits well. You couldn't really have no abandoned play park. The wall's gone down behind it, so you have lost a lot of the part. The fence is broken slightly. You've got teddy bear on the swings. Possibly when people trying to get out, maybe kids got separated, you don't know. Here you have a clothes store. Again, half destroyed. Occasionally you'll get people running about and buying stuff, but only the odd person. But because it's really hard to have it open without bots or NPCs, whatever you call them, running about. Nick, I think does my person smell? They do smell, but it's fine. It's fine. It's an apocalypse. I haven't showered for almost 8 years. It's fine. Here you have a hair salon. Same idea. Broken mirrors. People are broken in. It's closed. Here you have a what do you call it? What do you call it? It's just called, yeah, a laundromat. There we go. I had to think what you call them. Laundromat. Same kind of thing. You know, decal of blood splatter. Maybe an attack happened. Broken window, and here you have a gun shop. The shutter's down. Okay, will it open? There we go. Gun prices, kind of like a funny little cartoon. Fallen artwork over here. Some guns have been taken, some haven't. Maybe they're in a locked cabinet, you never know. So this is behind them all. Little alleyway. This is pretty basic. I didn't really know what to do with the area. I might have to darken that because, as I said, it's better at night time. So we will go around the front and enter. We will get to the subway. Because it's like the main part of it all, I will go there last. So coming inside the shopping centre, you have where the cars crashed in, you have all the tables that have gone flying, you have a hole in the ceiling where maybe damp's got in and plants have grown, graffiti, a tree's even grown, possibly maybe the water fountain caused it, you never know. Even the water fountain's turned back on because the electric's back on. The little seating area where maybe people were sitting with their shopping when everything broke out. Little canteen, little ice cream bit, and if you come here and actually look up the stairs, you'll see that it is blocked. Oh, you will see it's blocked off. People have tried to put furniture all there to stop zombies getting up to you, to stop the outbreak from reaching them. This is one of the main buildings. This is one of the first buildings I actually did for this build, but it is one of the main buildings where survivors maybe camped out, and I'm climbing up that. Yeah, here is where it's all blocked off. They've moved furniture down from the furniture store upstairs. You see like how it's all scattered in maybe the panic. You have your signs, your handbags, and your clothes. All just abandoned. So at least you won't run out of clothes, I guess. And this is the furniture store where I thought would be a great idea for obviously where survivors came when they were trying to get away. You have a bathroom with shower staff, of course. Staff, because otherwise there wouldn't normally be showers in a furniture store. Kitchen display where you can cook. Table, it's kind of like falling down. You'll see the chair down there. Sofa, fire, beds, plenty of bedroom kind of ideas. So you know you can keep a lot of people safe up here. And over here you actually have a walkway which I've done. So the window's broken and they put two furniture, like TV units kind of thing across to here. And this is another completely different like living zone that I'll actually go to because it leads here. You can't really go up any higher, it's blocked off, little decal of someone watching you. But you again, you are welcome to edit it and maybe make every floor accessible. I just didn't want it too laggy. Train tracks kind of destroyed where the walls have gone up again. But yeah, so they have a little kitchen built here. Try to make it look like one of them portable stoves. You got all your utilities kind of thing. Little dining area made out of the benches from the subway that have been ripped out because this cart here has actually been turned into a little home. You have your bunk beds and family photos of the family that survived here for so long. Sadly, obviously they didn't survive too long because they're in the beds. But yeah, that, you know, a little bit of a dark turn. But yeah, so walking up, you have another abandoned subway cart. Kind of like belongings of the people that were evacuated. Here is the one that crashed. Done it so the railings are bent outwards because, you know, the train went through the railings. What else is it going to do? It's not going to stay still. You have a bit of the fallen bridge. This is normally the main way up to the train carts. You climb up this, so it's a bit of fallen like bridge, or I don't know what you call it, level. And this is what I mean about the access part. There is a slightly accessible like office kind of thing down there, but that's just there for decoration. This is actually an apartment that works. You can open that door and it goes to the hallway. You have a coffee machine and food. but unfortunately your bedroom's on fire. I can't lie. Unfortunately, your bedroom is on fire. But in here is a little basic bathroom, so you could survive here. You could have been living here. It might have been your fault it's set on fire. And I know some people say the soap machines are a little laggy and cause lag, but I just think I don't know. It just looks better to me. Like the smoke machines just look really realistic, especially when it comes to fire. Here we have a building that's been hit by something, or maybe an explosion happened. You can see graffiti from before it was exploded. People might have been living in there, camping out. That whole top bit there is what's the word? Unaccessible, but the bottom half you can get into. And I will head there in a second. I will go down. I will go down the ramp. I will go down the ramp. Oh no, I've run out of coffee, so it's a little bit slower now. You have roads closed signs because they might have been the first thing to go up, blocking off the roads. You have the other side of the hotel where it has gone into the building. You have some like fallen debris. I didn't really know how to make the bottom of the train look good, so sadly it is like that, but it's not that bad. It's not that noticeable. I do think it still looks like something's fallen off the track. Over here you have the evacuation like area, like where hospital beds might have been. Zombie safe zone. Gates open though, because it has been a while. It might have been safe once, but it is no longer safe. You have your coffee machine here. This is a completely livable area. You have like people saying, "Oh no, I'm so sorry. Evacuate, leave." Some of the decals you do find on here are amazing, so you don't actually have to put the effort in when it comes to making it, because people have already had these ideas and there's so many possibilities out there. So it's great that people have already done it for you in a way. I'm not very good with the whole tent thing, but I tried my best. This is like a tent with bunk beds, so this could be an area that you survive. Here, I don't know if you can tell what it's meant to be. I tried to make a body wrapped in like a bed sheet, but unfortunately my creative brain just kind of like dropped here. I really did want it to look realistic, but I suppose you can't really have realistic, bodies. But yeah, so head with a football and box body, but it doesn't have to be that, I suppose. A little shower zone. It is a little bit out there, but I mean, I had the idea of like army camp. I've seen it in movies where they have showers like that, and it just works. You have a lot of coffins here because it's kind of the dead was buried. You couldn't save them in there, so you put them here. You have this is the part of the building that I said it was accessible. This isn't. Behind here is fake, but it's meant to symbolise like an elevator. You have a little tiny office there, and this would have been the main reception to this like corporate building that they have tried to block in for safety reasons. From the outside, it does look more smashed, but that's the best thing about the decals. They are one-sided unless you do it reverse and like replace it. Upstairs, there is again, it's just more for looks purposes, but it just went well in a way. Abandoned basic kind of gym that you can see from the outside. The whole build is accessible to view by security camera. I tried my best to make sure everything was accessible. So obviously when you do get to the bunker, you can watch everybody on your plot. There we go, that's what I mean about smashed windows. Here is kind of just like a zone where a desk is falling out the window. You can see the paper flying down, and that I did steal that idea of the flying paper, but I will give credit. I promised, and they know I will hold up my end. I will give them credit. You have a bit of collapsed road filled with water, maybe a burst water pipe. Still the road closed sign that's turned back on again because power. And here is kind of a nightclub. Um, where the calendars, if you remember, said October, it's because it was near Halloween. So you had this nightclub that was all decked out ready for Halloween, but then the outbreak happened. Going in, you have a little floating head, meant to be like the reception person where you take the coats, but Halloweenified. You still have your signs because it is meant to be decorations. You can see where maybe people were partying and the outbreak happened. Someone's put a little bit of a fire in the middle to maybe keep warm when they got in here. You have a spiderweb, bar, and if I just pop upstairs, it is pretty basic, but you can have this as an active club. If you have a party, this could be the main source of it all because you have a little DJ booth over there, seating area, dance area, pool table. Oh, oh. But yeah, so if I try and get through these dreadful doors again. Oh no, oh no. Oh no, what is happening? Oh, I fell over. This is what I mean. Sometimes it just lags a little bit for me. It might just be my internet. But yes, this is the best kind of like sign I could find for the store, and I thought, you know what? Yes, that will work. It's a Lidl, an abandoned Lidl. You have the car park with maybe you do have the occasional car spawn, so if you spawn a car in, it will look like it's maybe been there depending on the colour. It was a closed store. You have your food things with Halloween decorations on the sale. Oh, oh. Some abandoned, like, well, not abandoned, some empty food cabinets where people try and grab supplies. Check out some, like, rotten pumpkins and, like, sale signs and stuff like that. But yeah, so you unfortunately do have people, or what was people. But opposite, you have just a basic trinket store. You'll see random bits scattered throughout that's meant to look like, oh no, they grabbed it and ran kind of thing. Will it open? Will it open for me? There we go. No, okay, I might have to reposition the door. Okay, so actually no, never mind. It works in the sense you can come in and close the door. But yeah, this is just a basic trinket shop, which might have been raided, been abandoned, kind of thing. Little Halloween decoration. Please open. But yeah, and then next door is just like half a building that. Oh, oh. Okay, let me get out of there. You don't know what's laying underneath the water. Just a little general store, and that connects back round to where the hairdressers are and everything. But yeah, so that is pretty much it for up here. I will make my way now. Save salvation lies above. A little hint to the fact there is a survival area up there. But yeah, so a little bus stop here. Bus route. Another creepy little teddy bear. Oh god, I've run out of coffee. But we're on our way, and it gives you more time to see everything. It's like here, I did change the colour of the door. For some reason, it's not taken. But behind there, inside the blue container, is a DJ booth, which is great for the music for this, like maybe like a nuclear alarm sound or crickets or anything creepy, and it does fit great with it because I do use that quite a bit when I load it in to give it the aesthetic and like the feel. In the underground subway, it's again abandoned vibes. People might have been down here. All the dirt appeared. You still have the train times turned back on because the electric came back on. Coming into the main bit where the train is, you have, oh god, I think this is get out of here. And you can tell something went down. Again, you have a little bit of a bit creepy knowing that zombies are watching you, or you never know, whoever is watching you. Walking down the subway, you will get to a bit that's collapsed, and that is where the bunker is. If you get to here, oh, yeah, look, there's still some scary eyes looking up from the rubble. See, it is a little bit dark. If you have been here and you've got the 2020 Christmas tree, it does supply a little bit of light source, kind of like a torch. A torch would be a great add-on, but if you don't have it, the Christmas tree works great. Can I open the door? Thank you. Down this, like, you know, like, you'd think it's like a staff walkway. Down here, you actually have a hidden bunker, which is kind of connected to the owners of the penthouse. Unfortunately, they obviously didn't make it here. They couldn't get in, as you can tell. Something went down. But yeah, so this is kind of like the end game. This is where you are trying to get to. This is what you find: perfectly preserved bunker, unlived in, perfectly neat and tidy. I did take that again from inspiration, and I will give them credit down below in the description. But yes, so you have your food, your storage, your bedroom with your little uniforms, you know, like bunker uniforms, end of the world. TV, oh, sandbed, TV, wardrobe, and bathroom with like contamination shower. But you have this really nice like, open plan thing. It's really modern looking, and I did that by accident, but I really like the way the neon beams come up. It just looks like a really modern type of lighting, and I probably will end up using it in future builds. In this little vaulted room, you have your security room. You've got your guns, TV, your computer to watch all the CCTV, and somewhere maybe just to keep money in case, you know, money might come back. I mean, diamonds, I'm sure, will never go out of currency, even at the end of the world. But yeah, so I think that is it, and I hope you enjoyed the tour of it. I'm sorry I got a bit slow. Unfortunately, the bigger builds, I do just slow down, and parties would be great to do, but sadly, people change signs, and there's just always people just running around like crazy. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you like this Halloween build. I really hope to see maybe some end of the world role plays in the parties, because God knows I see so many Greystone Manors and it's such a compliment to see that. But yeah, so thank you for watching. Please like, please subscribe, and I will try to get more builds out as soon as I can. But yeah, so thank you and goodbye.